Do you know what a marketing agency needs to do to get into Web3, crypto, and blockchain marketing? What are all the different analytical platforms exist for the marketing agencies to get into the Web3 world? Hello, I am Mani Malarvan, and in this presentation, we will look into various Web3 analytical platforms and what a marketing agencies needs to do to understand it for various types of marketing tasks that your marketing agencies needs to pick based on your experience and your exposure and where you want to put the effort. See, in the Web2 world, we collect data from multiple different places. For example, there are web visits, either Web2 using various tools and technologies like a Google platform you can able to measure, and also you can able to use other tools like Postdog and various other platforms are there. Using those tools, you can identify how many users visited your website and how long they stayed, which continent, country they came from. All the data is there. So you have the Google Analytics. You can use it for free and identify everything. And that's what the Web2 stops. For Web3, you need to understand what is happening in the on-chain here meaning blockchain. So it could be Ethereum blockchain, Solana blockchain. There are hundreds of blockchains out there. Based on your marketing needs, you need to understand what happened in the blockchain and who performed the transaction and what exactly the transactions means for your customers. So you need to have a tool to connect these two to understand what is going on. So based on your marketing goals, it could be only Web2, it could be only Web3, or connecting both Web2 and Web3. So the major issue in the Web3 world is to understand what happened in the Web2, starting from the ad click. The ad click can happen from Twitter or LinkedIn or a mass email campaign. And then the landing page. For all those, you can use Google Analytics. And then after that, your customers are going to use their wallet to connect to their wallet. Once they connected the wallet, then did they complete the transaction? If they complete the transaction, what exactly they did on the Web3? And that's where you need to have a proper analytical tools to identify and understand so that you can help your customers to come up with a 360 degree of the marketing analysis for the dollars they are spending on various marketing campaign. So there is a paradigm shift that happened in the Web3 world. In the Web2, the ad click happens, and then the Google Analytics tracks those and it stops there. And then in the Web3, once the user connected using their wallet, they are going to perform a transaction. Whenever a transaction is performed, that wallet ID, the public address is being stored and anybody can go and visit and see what exactly happened. The problem is all these wallet addresses are all pseudo-anonymous, meaning you can identify, okay, this particular public address performed this many transaction, this many dollar value transferred, and that's all it stops. You cannot put who the physical person is using that wallet and perform the transaction. That is the whole purpose of the blockchain networks. It's all anonymous. You cannot identify who the person is unless you have the tools and technology to identify it legally, collect the data from the Web2, and then all the way integrate into Web3. And that's where you need to have a proper analytical tools to understand it. Or if your marketing goal is to identify various transactions that happen only in Web3, there are analytical platforms exist. You need to know. So based on your marketing requirements, your marketing company focus, you can pick the tool for your choice. See, for combining the Web2 data and Web3 data, the main tool is the analytic kit. I represent analytic kit, and within analytic kit, we have customers using it. They can able to use the various tools within the analytic kit to understand the entire attribution network that starts from the Web 2 and it goes all the way to Web 3. And that's what if your marketing company's focus is, then you can use analytic kit tool. And then if you want to use only the on-chain research or market intelligence within the network, within the blockchain, then there are tools available like Dune Analytics, very popular tool, very so and then Nansen and then Arkham Intelligence. These are all the tools you can use to perform only the on-chain analysis. You don't want to integrate the data from the ad click in the Web 2 to the Web 3, then you can use these tools. And then if you want to have a daily macro fundamentals, you can use a DApp radar or token terminal for these purposes. We will get into more detail about each and every one of these tools so that you can understand. See, Analyticate's main problem solver is the attribution engine. You can build a complete attribution engine starting from the Web 2 all the way to Web 3. Starting from the ad click that happened in a social media platform or email campaign, collecting it and which page they landed, how many users are landed, and how much time they spent on each page, and then finally did they click the wallet connect to connect the wallet. And then after connecting the wallet, did they perform any transaction? If they perform a transaction, what type of transaction it is? Is it the token swap or NFT purchase? So you can able to get the 360-degree view of your customer journey from Web 2 to all the way to the Web 3. This helps you to provide the detailed report for the marketing campaign you are running for your customers. So if your goal is to integrate this, then definitely Analytic Kit is the tool for you to go with. So the Dune analysis, the Dune analytics is basically it's a public ledger, and if you have a team who can able to write SQL queries, then you can use the Dune analytics to write SQL queries to understand what happened in a particular blockchain protocol. For example, if you want to understand the total value logged in a particular blockchain, then you can use these tools. So the Dune Analytics supports very many blockchain networks. Based on the blockchain network, you can start using the Dune Analytics. So this provides the analytics that happened within Web3, and there is no way to connect the Web2 data. So Dune Analytics is the tool for you to identify what is going on in a particular protocol on a daily basis, how many users are coming in, how much transaction happened, and what value each day provided on a particular blockchain network or a weekly basis, monthly basis. You can able to identify all those using the Dune Analytics. And then in the Nansen, so this is the smart money decoder. You can able to trace the flow of money from one network to another network. For example, if a person purchases a token in Ethereum, and if the person uses the token to transfer it to a different network, then you can able to use the Nansen smart money decoder to identify where the transaction is started and where it ended, and along the way what are all the different bridges, what are all the different networks it traveled, and you can identify these using the Nansen platform. And then the Arkham Intelligence is the entity mapper. So they have a technology to identify each public address, who the owner is, whether the owner is an individual or a hedge fund manager or the exchange. You can use that to identify deep analysis of a particular wallet address. And if your marketing agency's focus is this type of research, then definitely you can use the Arkham Intelligence to deep dive and provide due diligence on the large token holders, so that you can say that if your marketing campaign is attracting more large number of institutional investors, then you can use this tool to identify those opportunities. And then the DApp Radar and token terminal. So these provides the discovery of a fundamental metrics like the protocol revenue, the fees collected by each protocol on a daily basis, hourly basis, weekly basis, you can able to do. And then the valuations, the PE ratio, if you want to calculate that, then definitely DApp Radar and token terminals are the active tools for the marketing agencies can use to understand what happens within the particular protocol. And also you can say that how many wallets are active on a particular day. Are these wallets are the same wallets, a different wallet? You can identify all those within the Web3. So if you want to do this research, all these tools provide the research only on the Web3 side. And you cannot tie the Web2 data. So for tying the Web2 and Web3, definitely Analytic is the tool of choice for your marketing agency. In the 2026 platform diagnostic matrix is something like this. So for Analytic, the main strength is the Web2 and Web3 funnel attribution. You can create a complete funnel and it answers the questions ad clicks to the wallet match. How many ads are clicked, how many wallets are matched, how much transaction happened. You can able to create the ROI for your customers through your marketing agencies. So if your goal is to connect those two data, then Analytic it is your platform. And then for Dune Analytics, if you have to have a public on-chain SQL dashboards, because all these dashboards are SQL, I'm sure I didn't check it. I'm sure the Dune Analytics would have integrated the agent technology so that you can ask questions in English and get response. But their core strength for Dune Analytics is the SQL. You need to know SQL and write SQL, and you can able to use it for protocol completed due diligence if you are running it for your customers. And there is no ad clicks to wallet match for Dune Analytics. Other than Analytic, none of these products do not have this ad click to wallet match. And then for Nansen, that's a wallet and smart money labeling. So this is again for market intelligence, and if you want to understand whale tracking, which wallet addresses have large volume of cash associated with that, then you can able to use Nansen. And then for the DApp Radar, this is the DApp ranking and traffic. So you can use this tool to understand the competitive discovery so that you help your customers to understand what is going on in a particular Web3 protocol to identify if they want to invest money on that particular protocol or not. So if your marketing agency's goal is to collect this due diligence, then definitely DApp Radar is going to be your choice. And then for Arkham Intelligence, it's the entity linked wallet mapping. They have a technology to map the individual wallet address to a particular entity, whether they are a firm, institutional investor, or a hedge fund manager. So you can able to identify it, and that helps to target your marketing campaign based on their on-chain activities. Then the token terminal is you use that for protocol level financial fundamentals. If you want to invest in which protocol there is a lot of activities, then you can use this token terminal for that purpose. So the tool showdown. In this section, we will discuss the Dune versus Nansen. The Dune analytics is basically the SQL-based querying, and you can create dashboards, you can create public dashboard, private dashboards. So all the metrics and SQLs, what you develop, you can reuse it for multiple times. You can write a simple SQL and with the date as a parameter, and you can change the date and you can reuse the same SQL for multiple different days based on which day you are performing the analysis. For Nansen, if they use the proprietary database and so as we discussed earlier, they associate the wallet addresses to a particular entity and you can use it for the complete entity flow of data and the token flow that happens within various blockchain networks. So from the marketing agency's point of view, you need to understand where your marketing agency's goals and the future plan, and based on that, you need to pick a tool. If your marketing agency wants to concentrate only on Web3, then definitely one of the tools, Web3 tools we mentioned, you can use it. So that could be a Dune, Nansen, or other tools. And if your marketing agency's goal is to connect the Web2 data with Web3 data, how much ad spend contributed to online transaction that happened in various blockchains, then Analytic attribution platform is your go-to standard platform to get the data what you need from Web2 and connect the data from Web3 and provide a unique intelligence for your marketing campaigns. So the strategic takeaways for 2026. So if you are a marketing agencies, either doing Web2 or Web3, then definitely you need to take this into consideration. In Web2 world, those are all cookies. The cookies are going away or it's already gone because many countries they have laws passed. You cannot anonymously collect cookies. You can get permission from a customer and collect cookies, but that's also you need to go through a lot of legal requirements. But in Web3, it's all wallet addresses. Everything goes by the public wallet addresses. So you need to understand that and connect those the cookies with the wallet to provide a unique intelligence. The attribution is a specialty. So if you want to build a entire attribution channel, then you need to understand the Web2 data and Web3 data to connect it to provide business intelligence. You can manually do that. For example, Google Analytics is free. You can download the data to your Excel sheet and you can go to various blockchain browsers and get the blockchain data, but you have to collect it and you have to manually use various Excel sheets to connect the data to provide business intelligence. Or you can go to the analytic.com and start using it, their attribution engine, and you can able to get it just by point and click and providing other details. You should be able to get the complete report for your customers. So that's all I want to discuss in this presentation. If you have any questions or comments, please let us know. And there are various videos in this channel. If you want to know more about analytic tools, if you want to know how to build your attribution channel, or if you want to know any other Web3 tools and technologies, you can go and search. And if the topic is not there, please write to us through email or comment. We will be happy to provide those details for you. If you need more information, visit our website analytic.com. And if you want to use our platform, go to app.analytic.com and you can register yourself and start using it right away. Thanks and appreciate the time. And finally, if you like this video, please subscribe to this channel so that we can produce more quality videos. Thank you. Bye.